Today's teaching is called The God of All Possibilities. And you see, when I got this topic, I began to actually think. You see, there are certain things that would make you return to the place of thinking, because how can you be expected to canonize or to simplify that word, the God of all possibilities? If you could say the God of rain, I can speak on Elijah, that he can lock the rain, he can do a manner of things. You should say the God of thunder, we can sing first was fragrance, then became fire. We can quote Revelations. But when you speak on God of all possibilities, speaking on everything he did from the beginning of time onto where we are now, onto the years to come. And to understand this, let's look briefly at Matthew 16:15, because it's a very personal question. Matthew 16:15. So please follow me well, and I truly believe this short chart will bless you. You see, scripture to us says, having done all to stand, still stand. So this morning is a charge where I want to help you stand better. We would like to tell you there will be no challenges in this Christian work. As a Christian, the challenges are even more. They are truly more. So having done all to stand, still stand. Still stand. There's this verse I came across in Corinthians chapter 10, and it says, avenging all disobedience when your obedience has been found complete. So I can only look at a man and tell him unto to change his ways when I'm truly sure that I have been found in total obedience unto that heavenly calling. So if Paul could speak on a heavenly calling that lasted him for years, you've been attending church for a while now. So what is the heavenly call you have received upon your life? It can be just word God gives you for the year that you can run with. It can be just one word. But he asked, who do you say I am? This was Jesus quizzing his people. You see, Jesus showed us the way to grow men. And you do not grow men or raise disciples by signs. No. You see, Jesus would gather 5,000 men. He would multiply food. They will be well fed. They will be feasting. They will be happy. He will cast out demons, do all manner of things. But when those men go, he will not call his disciples. He will say, Peter, lovest me more than this. So he knew that to bring the people in signs, but to raise men, they must be well fed upon the word of God. So this was one of the times Christ began to ask them questions. As I teach every time, when you begin to grow in the kingdom and stature, no longer will you ask God questions, but like Ezekiel and like Job, God will quiz you. It's when God will ask you a question, you understand that truly men know nothing. So you can find a man that has seemingly run through life with all the qualifications that a mortal or mundane man can empower himself with. But he can stand before the scales of God, and it will be written, Mene, mene, tekelu pasen. You have been weighed, but you've fallen short. The Bible speaks of a man. He says the man gathered his barns full of food, and he looked and he was proud. And the voice came and said, oh, you fool, your soul will be required this day. So this is an example of Christ asking men questions. They had seen him do all manner of wonders, heal the sick, raise the dead, do all manner of things. But this was a question. He says, but who do you say that I am? Can we have the next verse, verse 16? Very fast, please. And Simon answered, he says, you are Messiah, the Son of the living God. Can we have the next verse, verse 17? And Jesus responded, Simon, son of Jonah, you are blessed, because flesh and blood did not reveal this unto you, but my Father which is in heaven. There are certain questions life will ask of you that, believe me, the arm of flesh will fail.